Hi, everybody. I'm Kathleen Byron, and I would like to talk to you tonight about what it feels like to be psychotic and have a psychotic episode. I am bipolar and schizoaffective. I have bipolar and I have schizoaffective disorder. That is the way I should have said it. And I have had psychotic episodes. I tend to stay in the middle, but sometimes I go up a little and I hit a hypomania, which is below manic, which would be up in here. And I tend to ride like this. So I'm often slightly delusional. And those delusions can be about my importance. What else can delusions be about? Well, let me read to you from my book, Conversations with Dawnkey, A Bipolar Journey by me. I'm going to read you some things out of here. The worst episode that I had was December 2012, the Mayan doomsday date. It was also the date of my insanity attack. Every year on social media, I'm reminded of my anniversary posts. So every December, I get posts from every December from last year all the way back. That's a lot of rubbing of a donkey's nose in something. It's pretty embarrassing, frankly. Why should I be embarrassed for being psychotic? Because it was my own fault. I didn't take my meds, and I did it for the bipolar high. I had no idea how psychotic I would become. It was hell. I'm going to try to recapture what happened by examining my emails and by examining what memories I have now. These are from emails, what I'm getting ready to read to you. I had a friend, and I was writing to him. And I think there were actually more than one friend I wrote to, but these things that I wrote are things I wrote to friends when I was psychotic. Wednesday, December 26th, the day after Christmas, 2012. These concepts are represented visually by mathematical boxes with 3 axes in them. For the male side, there is A, B, and C. The names are not listed here. There is a female side, too, and a spiritual. I sense these all add up to 666. And I am going to be responsible for causing this opening in the veil and letting it in. Something I have to be knowledgeable through karma to be able to do. But the polarity is that it feels evil. But doing so will allow an end, and so we can all return to God. Then I said, I want out. My grandmother called it sideways. And I just found out a year or so ago. She is such a derp, but I found out she went through menopause and wanted to kill herself. Wonder if she had the same experience and our time placements are looping each other. That's a little disturbing what I just read, because I'm disrespecting my grandmother. But I think if you know me or have read my book or do read my book, you will find out that I did not have a good relationship with her and that she was cold to me. To my friend A, I thought he was hypnotized and I was trying to get him saved. I found an email to him that said, "You will never be hypnotized again and you will reject all past hypnotizing attempts. You will understand what I am telling you and not be dissuaded." Huh? More weirdness I found in emails. I think I have a new revelation. I think time used to be linear, and when time travel was discovered, it caused an endless looping, much like the polarities of the inner and outer spiraling of a Fibonacci shell. This realization is what my mind is trapped in, flipping back and forth and causing me to need to take a side and stick with it to avoid becoming crazy. So my question is, how do I get rid of this new awareness so I can go back to normal? When the meds kick in about a week or so, maybe? Mom said, you cannot become sensitive until you become aware of coarseness. See, I always thought innocence was sensitive, but I see that it isn't. Losing that one locus and it becoming more than one-dimensional is what is effing with me and making me loopy, if you'll excuse the pun. I cannot deal with it intellectually. And then I wrote, just like floating is not flow, several exclamation marks. Ooh, it's like a four-dimensional locus. When you try to post something and it doesn't post, is that someone traveling back in time and thwarting it until you post something different? I fear I will be trapped in a locus, hell, to stabilize this paradigm. Maybe this is what causes some schizos to think they are God. And maybe this is why the universe has to lie to people and tell them not to kill themselves, or they will go to hell or be stuck in an endless cycle of karma, because otherwise everyone will just kill themselves and go back to heaven, running the fun of the game. I can't read all of this to you. It's too long and drawn out. I could probably tell you more, but I'm getting late into the video and I only have 10 minutes. I have spiraled inward like a shell and I see parallels in everything. Everything. It's like a wrong decision was made and I have to fix it so the world will be different. I'll leave you with that. I'm afraid the chapter is too long to go in one video. And I want to thank you for listening. I'm Kathleen Byram, Conversations with Dawnkey, A Bipolar Journey. It's available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble and Walmart online. Thank you very much for listening. Bye-bye.